Okay, there we go. So, everyone that has watched my pregnant Dragoon transformation on YouTube and actually watched until the end has seen a 3D version of Ryan, which is from this Blender file here. It was this guy here in his 40 to 60% form, because he was actually transforming during the little segment that was like a couple of seconds long. And also those that watched another stream where I built the skull of the bear, where I did the bear, I had this skull and I formed the bear around this. I want to make a skull of him, of Ryan Gilmore too. Now you might ask, why am I not continuing with the bear? That's because I'm waiting for Blender 3.3 to be released, and that's the current version that is currently out. I could go experimental. Hold on. And there I could download the beta version, but that's a little bit risky, and it's not stable as the other versions. I'm not going to 3.2 because it's not necessary. So I'm continuing here, and as you can see, I already made a model sheet for the skull. It looks weird, but I definitely know how it should look like, and it's a little bit different from him in the end. So the snout is a little bit wider, and the one reason why I want to do this is to actually see how the head looks like in between, because what I found out during the making of the bear is that the interpolation of the form of the head here and the actual skull doesn't really fit, and basically the form of the head, the area where the brain is, actually was a little bit different. And I want to also see that the horns and the teeth actually work, because those are just that. And yeah, so hold on, let me get this to 0 so it's a bit more together like that. So what I'm going to do is hold on. Actually, I need to put the head like more in the middle of here. Then I'm going with this, and I need to pull this down a bit so that the head is more in the center. Good. Whoops. So, all right. Okay. So I'm using dynamic topology to get this to work. I see it's not symmetrical. Oh, it is. And because I'm using the grab brush, it doesn't add geometry. Because that's what dynamic topology does. It adds geometry. So I need to use the snake hook brush to add geometry. Now let's see. So I need to basically produce the skull on top and then the jaw separately. Okay. Now the thing is that these are not really showing. So basically so front means it's not visible on the back side. All right. Okay, let's see. So forming his snout and skull like this. See, it's a 5. I should do a 12 first. Always start with a higher pixel number so that you are actually able to control the general form and then the details with 5 pixels. Now let's see. I put random, I see that. I could also give him something like that. Welcome to this stream, everyone. Interesting. Now this is not going as far back as this, so that means this form is incorrect. So this is correct, so I have to ignore that form, which is not a problem. What I always wondered is how big this the brain case of a Dragoon actually is. That's his nose. And if I later get the human skull and interpolate those, then we can finally see what a half human, half dragoon skull looks like, and based on that I can actually figure out what a dragoon would look like while halfway transformed. Let's see, the snout is all the way in front. That was a little bit yeah, that's the bone mass. Gotta say that these are can be quite annoying, especially when you want to see the rest. Okay, let's see the eyes. So I have this form, which is obviously not 100% correct, and as you can see, it needs to be further back like this. Unfortunately, I can't make holes in this. Yeah, that's a little bit of a bummer. Hmm. Okay. But it's important to have this hole here. So the question is, how should I go about this? I would say I pull out this and The thing is that I am going to retopologize this in the end, so that it will actually fit this whole thing. So he's got some humps over the eyes, yeah, like that, just like prehistoric humans have. Hold on. I see, I remember. I forgot that this is an option. I need to turn off perspective viewing because now it doesn't obstruct anything. That, and let's see. Topology. I think if I use topology, no, it's not working. Effects only versus connected to the active vertex under the brush. Yeah, that doesn't work if these are connected. The only thing I could do is make face sets. Whoa, what's with that selection? Basically select this part, then go to sculpt mode, although I can mirror it, symmetrize it, and if I press W, face set from edit mode selection, and that should allow me to only affect this. It didn't work apparently. Hold on. Facets are on. It doesn't want to work. I need more details. Where is it? All right, what I could try is use masking. Okay, apparently, would I need to, would I have to pull it further back? I mean, it doesn't look correct. Thing is, I developed Ryan's head just by drawings of his head. However, anatomically, it's rather weird. Hello, Mike. Yes, I'm fine. How are you? Okay, so it appears that the one position isn't placed correctly. Hold on, then I need to actually. I wonder if this is correct then. Or hold on. I see. Interesting. It should actually work. Why isn't it working? Ah, there we go. Oh, it's working. The eyebrows are more like this. And this is more like that. And I have to like move this in a bit. Give me a 10. If it's a 10, it's a lot easier to smooth. And now I need to get those teeth. And I need to get the eye socket. Like this. Correct? No. A little bit more like that. And a little bit more in front. This a little bit more down. Hold on. I think I placed this line a little bit too far in front. It needs to be like more over here, I think. Because if I feel myself, it's behind the eye. More like here. Yeah, I kinda like messed that one up, but that's okay. Now obviously he needs his horns. Horns, horns, horns. Need to make sure they come out the right position. this. Oops, that was a little bit too fast. And the fact that the position of the horn here and here are fitting shows that that this line is completely wrong. What did I do, bro? I could go back to Krita and fix it, which I probably should do. Shouldn't I? I mean, I know how his head looks like. Okay, hold on. Ryan is a character I've been developing for decades. And I never really thought about his skull anatomy, which is why this is a little bit wonky. Okay, I mean, this horn comes out of the bottom of here, which is kind of weird. And this horn goes up. It should go more like a straight back. This one should go more like down, like this. I'm not making transformations that you suggest. You can suggest whatever you want. I will not do what you suggest. I'm not a person that does what people demand. Sorry to burst your bubble, but transformations are not something that I do for others, but I do for me. Okay, let's see. So yeah, I should let this bone be more like horizontal. If you want a lion transformation, you have no choice but to do it yourself. I don't want to take the fun out of making transformations from anyone. Okay, so from the top it looks okay, except that this is a little bit not pointy enough. Just get this straight. And I mean, this goes up and this doesn't. Let's see how it turns out. So these two disconnects to the bone. I see. It's more like this. All right, let's get it down diagonally, like so. Now pump it up. Nope. The last time I did a transformation based on what people wanted, it was the horse, and it never got completed. That's what happens when other people decide on what I should do. 10 again, because this is a little bit. As Barthea once said, I don't respond well to orders. The world isn't about... It's not like you can just say, do this, do that, and the person then does that. That's not how it works. If you want me to do something, you've got to pay up. And I'm not a person that is eager to earn a lot of money, because too much money is kind of scary. Okay, Ryan, that's your head for now, the upper part. Now I give you the teeth. That's safe. And it means he gets one row of teeth more, and hold on. Suddenly it is not smooth rendered anymore. Let's see. Hold on, what D was it? Okay. I constantly get messages on YouTube of people telling me what to do, which transformation I should do next. That's obviously not a good thing to do. Also, it's not very nice demanding things. And therefore, it's obvious that a person doesn't want to do what you want, especially when you're not some form of provider. and it's mostly teenagers that act that way. Grown-ups, they understand that this takes a while. So let's see. I could just copy and paste the teeth he already has. Whoa. The head between the feet. Hold on. Tongue, hair, Gebiss. So I'm duplicating it. Then I deleting the drivers. Then just get rid of everything here. Apply the armature. Get rid of all groups. And get rid of this relation. All right. Yeah, and that's basically that's the teeth that I need. Now is the question, do they fit? Thanks, Morgan. How comes that you are a big fan of mine? Let's see. So interesting. It is kind of fitting, but a little bit too narrow. Let me just get rid of one half of it. Let's get a mirror. The subdivision is not necessary currently. And no merging necessary. No clipping. Because the teeth are obviously not connected. Would be a little bit weird if you just have these white teeth in front. Let me think. The lower teeth are not important right now. Just hide them. And let's get those teeth outside and get them a little bit bigger. In the end, they are going to fit. So I think I've got one pair of teeth too much. So I have to delete this one. Yes, topology useful and actually working. to be honest, this one looks kind of wrong too. So I'm duplicating this one, which has a weird anomaly. A little bit more narrow and a little bit, or rather said, a lot. More like that. Delete those two. Duplicate this one twice. I'll make first. I had I had it duplicated. Okay, it's obvious that they need to be better aligned. By the way, I'm going to do a Quora session at the end of my stream again. But that's like almost 2 hours into the future, so... So only one person is currently watching. Wonder who that is. Okay. Interesting. The tooth was a little bit... Whoops. That tooth is long. Why is it so long? That's unnecessary. Not where his faces, please. There we go. And now... Ah, look at that. Those teeth are almost fitting. But to be honest, the way those are just made is just sad. Because they don't look like proper teeth. That's more like it. And this one is more rotated like that and more positioned like this. And now I have to rotate it like that and push it forward like this. Whoa. That tooth is... Why does that tooth have other colors? It's an imposter. Alright. That's the upper teeth. And what I have to do next is fit the skull to those teeth. This looks like that this is not symmetrical. Like that. Now it's symmetrical. Now you see that it fits. Would rather use this one. Yep. Range doesn't work as well. And the tooth, this tooth is moving in here, so I've got to put a dent in here so that the tooth is therefore not in the way of the bone. And let's see. Obviously working, and that's the skull with horns and such. Now comes the jaw. Yay. I need to name it first. Oh. Currently is named Sphere. Dragoon. Not Dragoon, Dragon Skull. Because the Dragoon is the name of the animal. And it's a dragon that can transform into a human. It's born as a dragon and has this ability to survive better. Now, let's go over here, get me an ecosphere, make that sphere smaller. Going to Dintopo and call it Dragon Jaw. Let me just turn the jaw or the teeth off for a second. Bruh, again the mirroring of what the, that's not allowed. Ah, I see. Brew. Brew. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. I don't have the jaw from below, so I have to basically do this. use my anatomical knowledge. To get this done. By the way, every one of us has this free space under here. Can feel it. Interesting. It points outwards very far. Okay. Question is, however, is that actually a good idea? I mean, anatomically speaking, of course. If I pull this out this far. Well, it's working. What I definitely need to get is that this part fits so that he can chew, right? Without chewing, he won't. He would starve. Now, do I have any people watching? 2 people. Okay, now I need to widen this so that the bone that is going like this can fit in here. And yeah. Good. Now let's get the next teeth. Let's get random colors. Weird. They are only like similar colors. Purple, green, blue. All right. I deleted this one or this one. Let's start with that one. So this one sits obviously here, has a pretty good form. I mean form, not form. I am not from Austria. Just for your information. You're so funny. No, I'm not. I'm the most unfunny guy in the world. No, you're not. Don't do that. Oh no, what are you doing? I am a Dragoon. Oh shit. Ah, I see, that was the bone I was deleting from over here, and I will delete those two as well, X faces, and now I will just duplicate them. Yeah, that works. Go away a little bit. So a little yeah, okay, I can like do that. Something like that. Okay, I see that this tooth already fits pretty well. However, I don't like that it is too thin. Yeah, it's too thin, it's not long enough. And let's make it. Now if I use Dintobo, I need to just give it a lot more details. There we go. Now I can get it to work much better. Much better. Now it needs to come out a bit. That guy opens his mouth, you're terrified. So something that I didn't like is that there we go, that his tooth was not bulky enough. All right, this one needs to be like this, and we have these two left. Raw. So the different colors here are the facets. So if I hold over here, I'm not influencing that. If I hold over here, I'm influencing those. Kind of like I want to get this hole to be filled, and I'm lengthening his tooth a little further, and I'm giving him more details and all right, 1 hour in. Let's save. Now I wanna go over to Quora and answer some questions. I've decided to do it every time when I need a little break. Quora. So let's see, what questions do I have? Can we alter our DNA to change our appearance or even become another species entirely? If so, how would that be done? So basically like radiation, which therefore as far as I know, if you would alter your DNA, that would make the cells that have all the DNA be foreign bodies, which the body naturally wants to destroy. Or it wants to repair it. DNA is repairing itself, and the only time when it can do that is when you got cancer. So we can alter our DNA, but we can't do it to change our appearance. Well, we can alter our DNA and change our appearance. That means, however, that we expose ourselves to radioactive radiation, and that causes cancer, which therefore alters our appearance if it is external. Let me but I wonder if I should write that. By exposing ourselves to radioactive radiation. But that results in the formation of cancer, which can alter our appearance. The way you want it doesn't currently work. Because I think that the Freedom of Form Foundation actually tries to find a way to make that happen, so that they change the certain parts, and then you can suddenly grow fur in a way. Let's see. Well, let's do that. So what else do we get? When was Pixiv created? I don't know. How was what? Why do prokaryotes have no cytoplasmic organelle but ribosomes? I have no idea. What's more intimidating, a dragon or tiger tattoo? These questions are so general. Because you could get a dragon tattoo of a cute dragon that has big eyes, like so toothless or something, and then a realistic tiger, or the other way around. But he probably thinks of a dragon and a tiger in the realistic way without these dog eyes. So a dragon is a lot more intimidating because it's bigger and has more pointy spikes or horns, and the wings are making it a lot more intimidating. So a dragon would be more intimidating if it is not fluffy and bigger than the tiger, since its wings makes it appear bigger and the spikes and horns add to the dangerous appearance. Drawing comics. Okay, what's next? What are some examples of genetic engineering that have already been done in humans? I have no idea. Which animal has the most similar DNA to human being? Why is it so close to ours when other species are not as close as we are from each other genetically speaking? That's an easy question. It's just interesting how ignorant the people often are when it comes to this. So the animal most similar is the chimpanzee. No, wait, it's the next human, next to us, it's other humans, because humans are animals. But he's obviously not asking about human in human, but the next animal in terms of classifying humans as a separate thing, which is completely wrong. Humans are animals. They are part of the Animalia kingdom, and they are not separate, not different from other animals. They eat food, they breathe oxygen, they pee, they poop, they have bones, they have muscles, they have organs, they have a brain. And the further back in evolution you go, there are obviously other animals that have no bones, for example, like the invertebrates, and insects that have their skeleton on the outside. So, but those are still related to humans. Only that the common ancestors way back several 100 million years ago. So, that animal is the chimpanzee. Okay, why is it so close to ours? The reason it shares 99.8% of our DNA is because the ape that is the common ancestor lived 6 million years ago. All other species share common ancestors that lived earlier. For example, Australopithecus lived 20.1 million years ago and was the common ancestor of humans, chimps, gorillas, and orangutans. Okay. Hold on. Why is it so close to ours when other species are not as close as we are from each other, genetically speaking? Orangutans only share, I think it was 86 or 87% of our DNA. The further back the common ancestor lived, well that's not correct. If I would say the common ancestor lived, the further back it lived, the less it would share, because there are other animals that evolved parallel to us and are, well, I could say that. The common ancestor lived, the less shared DNA hold on, the less shared the DNA is, the less amount of shared DNA is present. Okay. I study evolution, especially human one, since 1994. Alright, let's continue working on the Dragoon skull. 4 people watching, yay! Julia Laura Barbosa Gemma is also here again. Okay. Now we can continue. So this was like 10 minutes now. Okay, so this is not correct. So this is, let me just turn this off. That's better. Oops, I need to turn on Dyn Topo. Dyn Topo is cool, but it's not as effective as multi-resolution. Okay. So for those that wonder why I'm not continuing with the bear, it's because the correct Blender version hasn't been released yet. I'm still waiting for Blender 3.3, where they are introducing a new fur system. which is more based on curves instead of particles, and it is a lot easier to do. So let's see, this one needs to be in here, this is more in here, this fits. You might think the bone looks weird, but just look at the bones of a hippo. The skull of a hippo is weird. Very weird. Okie dokie, let's see. So it's not symmetrical. Now it's symmetrical. To be honest, I really don't think this is correct, right? So there's a question what I'm supposed to do. Actually, I should pull this further in and then pull this further in. Something more like that. And now I need to work on this one. Okay. Just need to get his the cheekbones bigger. That's not necessary. You don't see the skull in the end. This is just a placeholder that tells me how the final head should look like. I would have to open up the thing here too, which reminds me that I need to actually, because currently it goes more like that or not. Hold on. Sheesh. The most important parts of that skull are the form of the jaw and the horns. The thing is that I don't know how big his brain actually is. Whoops. So, hold on. But you don't need a big brain to survive. There are animals that have like 50 cubic centimeters for a brain and survive it. He has a very big brain actually. For the fun of it, I could just oh, what the hell? Let me just get the chin further back because that was not the correct angle. So that's more like it. Okay, right. So let me just get an egosphere here. And then I will basically just fill out the area that is the brain. So let's see. Oh, dude, not again. Every time the mirroring is off. I think this can be classified. This is well, okay. I would suggest the brain be lower over here because the whole is more like that, and yeah. Let's just assume this is the size of his brain. So the human slowly. So the human brain has a size of 1,350 cubic centimeters. So let's see. So this is 0.0028 cubic meters. And if I only know how much cubic centimeters that is, bro, is it that, well, that can only mean 2,800 cubic centimeters, or does it? Ooh, I made a mistake. A little bit lower here. Okay, it says meters here, so if I change the unit, into centimeters. Maybe it's working. Yeah, 2783 cubic centimeters. So his brain is actually twice the size of a human. So yes, he definitely has a big enough of a brain. So should it already be bionic and aerodynamically shaped? Why would it be aerodynamically shaped? He's a humanoid dragon. And he is unable to fly, so why would he have an aerodynamically shaped head? And why would something with sloping curves wear out over time? There's nothing to wear out. Or do you mean this one? As I said, he is not a flyer. He can fly. Look, I mean, look at his body. His wings are not big enough for this body to lift. He's a genetically engineered being that is not meant to fly, but just look intimidating. He is based on a human. And yeah. So you want him to fly? Okay, then he can fly. Then he can fly and has hollow bones. No props with that. And he is fast. What are you talking about? Redesigning him isn't costly. I'm redesigning him all the time. Oh, you're talking about the time. All right. Let's let's retopologize this. Where is it? There you go. The thing is, there's no way to know if he can fly, if his body, or how light his body needs to be in order to fly. I think you can calculate the mass and buoyancy requirements for flight. But we're talking about a being here that can transform into a human. And this is possible via a substance called puranium. If you don't know what puranium is, I just show you what puranium looks like, because I made comics of it, and there he is actually, just transforming. And puranium is this stuff here, this stuff. So he is the one that sells transformations and actually is performing one on him, because he is just a sad human bird mixture. A Dragoon army, a Dragoon can only work when there's a human as a base. Can only be made from humans, and those are just humanoid animals. And he shakes, gives him a pill so that he doesn't starve to death, and then he injects it. And there was an animation that I published, and now you have a griff. Yeah, and Ryan wakes up and is desperate and becomes the animal version, which gets bigger, gets these plates, and he just is a wild animal, probably. And then he sits at a lake, sweating. And then he attacks them, and he wants to give him his pill so that he returns back into his human form. Then he bites him, which gives him these white eyes too, which is actually doing something else to him. And then he's going after Sabin. There are his teeth. And he hits too, but Sabin manages to get the pill in. And the wound is healing very quickly. And then he transforms back into a human. Yeah, that's only possible with puranium. And this substance is also responsible for all things that can be classified as magical abilities. So it can make his body, so his body together with levitation can easily make him able to fly. Okay, let's see. Retopology is actually quite simple. All you've got to do is you have your complex model. Yeah, puranium, nicht prenamium, puranium. Let me just write it down in here. That's how it's written, puranium. Is earth energy. It's a energy that was extracted from the earth, and it can be liquid, crystalline, and can be a gas. And injected, it does all kinds of things with your body. If you hold a crystal, you can cast fire or lightning, all forms of magic, basically. Whoops, this one. All right, so let's see. Kind of like want to start over here and give him this stuff is also responsible that those Timmers exist, like also these humanoid animals, like René Laurent, that guy from my last video, that he's monitoring transformations. That's his job. He's the one that invented the 2-minute transformation. And he what do I want to say? He has to work for the evil empire. Because he ran away from it, but the ability to transform others within 2 minutes is too interesting, too valuable, so that he can work off his debt, because he in the Empire's eyes, he committed a crime that is punished by death, because he learned to read, which is forbidden by the pesky humans. They want Timmers to be just animals that do what humans want. And he basically led the Empire, joined a bunch of other Timmers that founded a new duchy to live a peaceful life, and that is where he conducts these experiments to find out new things. And that's also where Ryan had his first transformation there. What I think about Unreal Engine 5, well, it's visually obviously very realistic. However, it's not possible to use it for my purposes, because it doesn't work with organic changing objects. So your character basically can't experience the benefits of what was it called? Nanite. Nanite is where the polygons on screen are all similar in size, independent on how far away the object is. So if you load in an object and it's a stationary object that has no deformation going on, then you can let's see, hold on. And then you can reduce the amount of polygons it has the further away it is from the camera. So you always have around the same amount of polygons, and a scene can be infinitely big. No, I can't program. I am not a coder. I have learned to code a website. I learned HTML5, but I haven't used that in since I finished media design school. And I'm not interested in coding. It's so dry and boring. I need organic material. I don't need Unreal Engine 5. I'm working with Blender, which already has this. It had this ability, this nanite, before Unreal Engine 5 came out. It's called what is it called? Adaptive something adaptive. Go to what it does is basically the same thing as nanite does. And Blender obviously also has mod support. So I don't have to use the Unreal Engine 5. Also, Blender has even more tools which with you can work with even more. That's not true. Not everything in life runs with code. A planet doesn't run with code. It moves around because of centrifugal forces and gravity. It's 21st century, not 22nd. If you write 22nd, you need to write 2 ND, not TH. The TH is only applicable when you have numbers 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, let's see. Also, I don't want to waste my time coding if I can use the program that someone else coded and make my projects. Otherwise, I would waste even more time on things, and I wouldn't even get the projects done that I want to do. So why would I want to code if I'm not interested in coding? It's obviously interesting that what coders can do, obviously. But there also needs people that use the programs that have been coded and bring out the full potential. Right, let's see. So, okay. You're in there, so to sometimes I have the feeling that coders don't get the credit they deserve. Because if you look at the gaming industry and all those people complaining, this game is so buggy, then you know how less they are appreciated by those people. But yeah, that's kids for you. Grown-ups that understand coding and understand how much work goes in it, they are not complaining. All right, so that's that. Now let's, but only the right thing for the right people. Only 2 watching. Am I supposed to go back to Quora again? Well, I will go back to Quora in 11 minutes. Or will I? I don't understand how people can work, do a certain work for money. I've never did work for because I get money for it. I grew up in poverty. That's the reason why I know how to actually cope with little money. That's why I know how to survive with less, and I got used to having less. And if you would know how much I need, actually, then you probably would freak out because the amount of money I need monthly is a lot less than the average. Why do you feel the need to come up with something useful for me? I am not in need for anything. I'm not crying that I am lacking certain things, because I have everything I need. Hold on. Need to get a little bit. Okay, I'm doing like this. Hold on. I do understand that people want to help me. What I'd rather have is actual company. Because I'm all alone. I'm sitting here every day with no one, and and no one visits me. Well, let's get a little bit wider. The thing is, no one, even when I had people that knew me and could visit me, they never visited me on their own. So yeah, that's also something that I got used to. And if I want company, I just play Apex Legends, and there I have company because I'm on the biggest German Apex Legends server in the world. With how many members do we have currently? 41,675. And on my server, there's something going on. Ah, interesting. The scientist appeared. Which has the same, or almost the same profile picture like the red player. I take it that this is the same person. Yes, obviously. So he asked me if I have ever heard of a 3D mouse. Well, I'm using one. My mouse is in 3D. It has 3 dimensions: width, height, width, and and all that nonsense. Length. You know, it's not a piece of paper that but I'm using a graphic tablet to do my work. I assume that you're talking about doing things in 3D space via VR, or is it this version of 3D printing where you have a pen where you can draw in the air? And I don't know which one. Those are the 2 options that I currently have. So let me just get this reduced here. Although I wonder, well, doesn't matter actually. Oops. What I am more interested in would be a Wacom Cintiq drawing monitor. That would be cool. It would be a lot more direct. So I get you back, and now we have 3 over here, so I only need 1. Hold on, I just need to take a quick break. Okay. Well, yeah. As an independent creator, I have a company. My company where I'm the boss from. I need to have one in order to do all my taxes and stuff. But what you mean is the problem of being part of hey, what's that? What's again the problem of this? Oh, it's this. Being part of a team requires you to have certain to do certain sacrifices in order to not harm the company, which is in therefore preventing you from actually doing what you want, because you're working for the company and not for yourself. Okay, my D. Okay, hold on. This is, well, it's not Dragon Skull. I need to rename this one in HP. And this one is named Dragon Skull LP. Copy and paste. There we go. Now it's named correctly. Yeah. Let's see. And get this up a bit so it's distributed more evenly. Oops. Oops again. Another Juan in chat. Was I mistaken? No, I was mistaken. It's a Julia. It was a Julia. Finally, some people are talking, not like last time where only 2 people wrote something. All right, the eyes. I will do the eye sockets more. Like let's see. So how many are there? 11, so one's missing. Let's do it over here. All right. Yeah, that's good. All right, 2 hours of, let's do one Quora question. Let's see. How long did it take for humans to evolve from cavemen? So I remember that there was a Cro-Magnon human, and I think they lived in caves because of the cold, but there weren't always caves everywhere. So basically, no, if I say Stone Age, it's not correct. So basically the correct numbers are unbeknownst to me. However, I know that they lived in caves around 12,000 years ago, and that's where they started to slowly go from there to agricultural settlements. Yeah, something like that. But it has already 5 answers. Let's see. What if there's a second Big Bang and everything starts over again? Will life still evolve in the same way as it did before? Definitely not, because evolution is random, so it will always be like random. Quora is funny. They have these weird questions sometimes where you think, dude, you could have just Googled it. Like, how big is how does a T-Rex look like, for example, was there once? I like to answer these questions because obviously these people have some interesting answers, and I like to destroy religious beliefs. And these what-if questions are so unanswerable. What is the evolution story? Huh? Oh dear, that's a long answer that I have to answer later. Let's see, why are creationists and people who believe in evolution at loggerheads? What's loggerheads? I don't know. How come human beings come to know dinosaurs if humans did not meet them? Actually, humans met dinosaurs. We are meeting dinosaurs every day if we go to work. I wonder how long it will take until the people actually know that all birds are dinosaurs. Birds evolved 150 million years ago from theropod dinosaurs and became avian dinosaurs, and that's what they still are, avian dinosaurs. And we just call them birds because it's faster and because that term was invented before dinosaur. That's the new classification is also the reason why the term reptile is outdated, and all the reptiles now have to include birds, which are not reptiles, and they are now called sauropsida. So basically what he means is, how come humans come to know dinosaurs if humans did not meet them? Because humans found bones from 65 till 231 million years ago. This is, by the way, not like Twitter. In Twitter you can just write and and everyone can write it. Here every answer you write is being reviewed. And if you just write nonsense, it doesn't get published. So you actually get people that know things to that are experts in the field that look at what you write, and if you write wrong things, it doesn't get published. Humans found bones. They put them together and found out that these had characteristics of reptiles, which led them to think that they were giant lizards. Terrible lizards. Which translates to dinosaur. Because dino means terrible and saur means lizard. So basically in my Timmy's world all saur are just lizards. These findings were then published, and so the information spread. There's, for example, one story. Hello, El Pana. Are these people all coming from South America or what? I know that there are a lot of viewers from Brazil. These things were then published, and so the information spread. And dinosaurs became known and popular. By the way, birds are dinosaurs, and the term reptile is outdated and has been replaced by Sauropsida, which includes all reptiles and birds. You can see that one requested my answer, my submission was accepted. So yeah, that's what needs to happen. You can't get wrong answers as you would get them on Twitter. Twitter is unreliable. You write everything. What? Nature doesn't care if you have an evolutionary fail or become a failure. The biological evolution of nature, which is intelligent species of this case have power to change. That sentence makes no sense. Evolution happens randomly, and intelligence doesn't mean that you are surviving better. What it actually means is that you can survive by without being intelligent. I mean, look at those different kinds of fish. They are surviving for generations, for hundreds of millions of years. You don't need to be intelligent to survive. If your abilities to survive are sufficient for passing on your genes, then that's all there needs to be. If you obviously if a species experiences change in environment, then adaptation is necessary. So That's, for example, is the reason why humans evolved. The early hominins lived in East Africa in the jungle in the beginning. Then the climate got colder, which resulted in the retreat of the rainforest, and what was left was basically grassland, and it was evolutionary advantageous to be able to stand on two legs. And that is why the apes that were able to stand on two legs were able to pass on their genes more successfully. And they developed feet that were made for standing on 2 feet. And you can actually see in the different apes how those feet are more or less suitable for standing on the ground and or more suitable for climbing trees. If you look at the at orangutan feet, the thumbs of the feet sit a lot further back, and when it comes to chimps, they sit a lot further in the front. And the further in front they are, the more time that ape spends on the ground instead of the trees. And humans are basically the experts on standing on the ground when it comes to those. Okay, let's see. Okay, I will do the horns. I just recently learned about the second chromosome fusion that occurred in humans but not in apes, which proves that these two are related and have and that these genes have mutated, because if you look at the sequences, they look almost the same. Just the second chromosome is fused together. I study evolution since I was 8 years old. I was always interested in how humans evolve, because evolution looks like transformation just over a very long time and over generations. And I love processes, and that's why I look at evolution and on plate tectonics, for example, because the Earth also changed its appearance, and I always look at changes in appearances. Hmm. 16 is a lot, and I don't want to have a lot over here. I don't have any titles in the field, so people that look at... That was one too much. Look at... if you have a title in some fields, like they only believe you if you are an expert in a certain field. Those probably won't listen to me, which is a logical fallacy, by the way. So, Ryan, how's your horn going? Hold on, I need the other side over here. Okay, hold on. Hey. Blender is first of all a free 3D software. You don't have to pay anything. You just go over to the website and it says, if you ever go to download Blender, it says free and open source, free to use, free to share, free to change, free to sell your work. Blender is free software. Where is it? It said somewhere that it is free forever. Free to use, free to change, free to... Blender is released under the GPF of free software. This grants people a number of freedoms. Free to use for any purpose. Free to distribute. You can study how Blender works and change it. Yeah, you can basically make a complete new thing out of it. You can just change versions of Blender. Your artwork is yours. Not like when you use other software. When you, I don't know if it was the 3ds Max and Maya that claim ownership over your own work. But whatever you produce in Blender, it's yours forever, obviously, because you're the copyright holder. They changed it. And all because of one Dutch man named Ton Roosendaal. Okay, hold on. I need to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think here, let's see, 1, 2, 3, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I am correct. The amount of companies that are using Blender today is increasing further and further, and it is already used in the movie industry. I mean, you're saving so much money. You have everything in it already. You have your tracking software. You know, if you have like, you filmed something and you want to put your 3D characters in it, and you need to track certain points in the footage so that the camera movement in Blender is the same as your real-time camera movement. That's for example the movie clip editor here. The movie sequencer is your cutting program. Then you can also image editor, you can paint your own pictures. UV editor is your texture organizer. And here, this is where you can program when you know how to use Python. Yeah, you don't need any other software in order to make a full movie. my last animation, I used Blender for the most part. I used Krita for the backgrounds because I'm used to painting in Krita, and I used Audacity to get my sounds right, but I then added all these together in the cutting part and got that to work. There's no need for Adobe programs. I have 4 here and 3 here. Okay, hold on. There's no need for any Adobe software, since as long as there is a free open source solutions. And if you look at those other 3D programs, they're very expensive. Hold on, I need to just think where I should reduce the polygons. I mean, I have this area here. I worked with Cinema 4D, for example. This software used to be extremely expensive, like 3,000 euro per year. So you've got to pay it every year. And Blender was just free. I just didn't see why I would use a software that was on top of it outdated. Like, it didn't even had an internal ray tracing renderer, or not ray tracing, path tracing renderer. A render engine that Blender had since 2011, and only in R18 Cinema 4D got its own internal render engine. Yeah, and during that time, Blender was already on its way to get its internal real-time render engine, Eevee. So, just to show what I mean by that is, if I turn him on and I click on here, and I just need to wait to get the textures loaded. Where are your eyes? Dude, where are your eyes? I wonder what's going. Oh, what? Alright, something happened to the eyes, which I need to resolve later. But yeah, this is Eevee. So you can work on it in real time, and rendering a frame just takes a fraction of a second. Like, or no, not a fraction of a second, that's like 10 seconds, in contrast to 1 minute Where's this now? There it is. That's both. Huh. Wonder what happened there. Why is the eye? Doesn't look like it's actually. Well, I converted him from the one over here, so it's as if his I probably resetted the rotation, so that's why he wasn't looking. Okay. Now that that's resolved. Let's continue. All right. Bro, what are you doing? Das ist richtig. Adobe kann man nicht so einfach ersetzen. Dafür ist es halt schon zu lange etabliert. Und Photoshop hat eben den großen Vorteil, dass es eben viel mehr Fähigkeiten hat als irgendwie die Open Source Geschichte. Da steckt ja viel länger und viel mehr Erfahrung dahinter und deswegen kann man mit Photoshop auch viel leichter Bilder bearbeiten als mit irgendwelchen Open Source Dingern. Das sehe ich ja. Als ich meine Mediengestalterausbildung gemacht habe, habe ich ja gesehen, wie einfach es ist, einen Teil auszuschneiden. Also. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got to reduce this amount as well. Because I turned this off, it's not sticking. Ooh. Chill, chill. I need to figure out. However, the thing is, open source software evolves much quicker because of the community. If the community is dedicated, that software is developing so much faster, which is a reason why Cinema 4D was technologically behind Blender. And it's probably still behind. Because those companies, they only change when something is necessary to be changed. Which is not the case with Blender. They change when the people want something to be changed. Yes, hello Breachy Shark, how are you doing? From super long ago, so 2014, which is 8 years ago. And this animation was just a comic strip that I randomly drew, like all the other comic strips in all my books, notebooks that I have made over the years. I've got so many. But since 2016, I only do my things on PC. 2014, there are people in the comments saying I was like a baby when I watched that image and now I'm a grown-up. No way. Hold on, I need to think. I mean, when you were 10 years old in 2014, then you're 18 now, and there you go. Geezer. Oh, geezer. Whoops. Got one. No. Go away. Well, the effort might be a lot, might have been a lot, but the result were just not so good. I mean, just look at what the sword transformation back then looks like and the pregnant Dragoon that I released. Hold on, where did I used this one to break it down. Right, let's see. I'll connect those two. I see one is missing. Oops. Right, one cut. Skull, skull, skull. Music and stream, so yes. But I can only play my own music, so that I composed myself. And I need to go to 20 down here and turn this on. And then let's start with this one. Here we go. I just hope it's not super loud. so that you are unable to hear me anymore. Boom, boom, boom. Right, so this was the one that contracted. All my music is also on my YouTube channel. I made some such videos that have this my rotating logo and a visualizer and 2 Dragoon that are next to it. Although one Gluterac was in one. Okay, so until we need to see how many people are watching. It's kind of crowded all of a sudden. Just 4 people. Well, I guess some people are... huh? How did I... Okay, could just... yeah, no. Which one? Probably the pregnant Dragoon you're talking about. Yeah. When a Dragoon transforms at will, it adds to a counter, and when that Dragoon transforms a little bit too often, then it has been programmed so that he gets like it invokes the what's it called? Dang it. Need to translate it because I forgot what it. Impression, bro. It evokes the impression that you like Dragoon and want to see more. and yeah, you basically need more of them, and there you go, pregnant. And then you can say, yay, more Dragoon to witness. Alright, let's see, how long is this? Okay, so until here. Fifth. This one? No. But you don't know how I will react if 200 people see. So you mean like 200 people watching? I mean, why not? They should try. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on, I need to delete this. Because it's more... like that, and now I need to just get this to be more... Oops. Oh, this is a little bit too slanted. Come on. Alright, let's... I would say just relax it a bit. Move it a bit. That, and it should work. Good. Now duplicate that, turn off this. Now I have to be careful because this is connecting to here. Just like that, and the rest is just moved over. Why am I not doing that in the first place, bro? This is so much more efficient. Dumb me wants to do it extra controlled. Hold on, he doesn't have. I just thought I need to make ears, ear holes. No ear holes. No holes necessary. So what am I doing here? Because this is obviously not working. There's a solution for everything. And that's the solution. Easy. Alright, let's see. Are there any more loops? No. The skull wasn't inspired by a dinosaur. Makes no sense. I drew that myself based on his head. Basically just his head. I just rendered out these three perspectives and drew the final versions. That's how they came to be. What do you mean with best? What's that? What does that mean? What does that mean? What is basiert? What? That's not a word, bro. Oh, pausiert. Abgepaust. Bro. Pausieren. So you're basically pausing but no, not entirely. I merely used the 3D model to figure out where the skull could be. The horns obviously are the skull, and I just had to trace those, but the position of the cheekbones, for example, were basically just I needed to figure out where they are. I don't know what you mean. You're speaking in riddles. Dun 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 dun. 5. Get one in here. Okay, I've got it. Now I have to do this curve. not. Save. PC freezes. Your PC or what? My PC doesn't freeze. It's too warm here. Na. Hey, get this one. How am I supposed to do this? Nom. Basically, you can just use content or artistic work for that. Because people get their inspirations from things that inspire them, not by things that you tell people are supposed to inspire them. Because if I had a person that tells me, look at this is supposed to be inspiring, then I would look at them, look at the picture and say, no. Just post your work, and some people get inspiration out of it and some do not. Yeah, all my work is inspiring someone somewhere, probably. And yeah, that's it. I hope this goes. Also, I'm not really in need for inspirations, but the people that are on my Discord, they might be, and they look at DeviantArt, for example, when they are looking for inspiration. Or I don't know how much my channel is, my server is actually used as inspirational source. Na, 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 na. Yeah, you're back, Morgan. I just had this idea because I always sit there and ask myself, I could stream other things. I want to stream other things like me playing video games because people like to watch people playing video games, but my channel is not a video game channel. But I just had this idea that if I combine it, then it would be okay. But I don't know how me streaming these things and how the performance would be like. I mean, playing games is a lot, and then there's DMCA things, and I don't know. Okay, now that I have that, I need to go over here. There you go. It's working, yeah! I'm the best! No, you're not. Yeah. Leave me alone. Oops. I mean, I could stream for 1 hour that I play a game, maybe. But what game should I play? Because I'm always doing art stuff and only a couple of people are interested in this. So I don't know. Let's see. Yes, I'm especially proud of how I got these mouth movements so well. But I am not proud of the walk cycle of Leroy. That looked so wrong. Mm-hmm. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Hold on, I made a mistake. Not 7, it's 6. Also, one scene which I liked was the standing up where the tail goes with him. That was also funny. I definitely learned a lot about timing animations. Okay, so the problem is that we have... Okay, hold on. Just... no. Just do it like that. So, hold on. I'm gaming this game for quite a while. I need to look for my dragons. Yes, I have Steam. Just collect the money. Oh. Okay, that was that for now, and right, and just have to close this, and then I would end my stream when the skull is done. Let's see. My Steam, hold on. Desktop, games, Steam. With aim lab, yeah. That's about it. Yes, I have Steam. I've got Steam. I hab Dampf. Let's see. Okay, hold on. The question is, does it actually add up? No, it doesn't add up. It is 3 here and 5 down there. But the cool thing is, I just have to do this, and now it does add up. 1, 2, 3. But I don't see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, hold on. Two. And that's it. The skull is done. Well, the upper part. Apply the mirror, get it a subdivision. Now I can get rid of the high poly version. The next one is this. This one is rather quickly. So yeah, to end this stream, I'm going over to Quora again, and I will continue my dragon skull after I've eaten something. And under this video is obvious the link to my Discord, to my DeviantArt, to my Patreon, etc, etc. Okay, so I hope people can hear what I say. Let's see. I don't know what loggerheads are. What? Two more? What are some examples of how animals have evolved to help them survive? What are some examples of how animals have evolved to help them survive and reproduce more efficiently than organisms? By not killing their hosts, like COVID. That's what the Omicron variant does. It doesn't kill the hosts, then in contrast to what the Delta variant did, which guaranteed its own survival. By seeing further, by standing on 2 feet. No, not sitting upright. Instead of walking on 4 feet. For example, let's see, is there something by using tools that by tools to get to food, like using sticks in a thermite hive, or by cracking bones with a stone for the marrow. For example, I have a DVD which shows the evolution of humans im Reich der Urmenschen. It's so quirky. It's from 2003. What's the order of precedence in CGI? Precedence? What does he mean actually? Does he mean like what comes first? It's pretty lengthy to explain that. How do fossil glaciation prove that Earth has ever evolved over millions? Earth has evolved. I think the Earth, But how do fossils and glaciation prove that? Fossils prove it by finding similar fossils, for example, at the east coast of Africa, South America, and the west coast of Africa. But how does glaciation prove it? Because glaciation doesn't last that long. Someone else shall answer that. Is life always going to rebound from mass extinction? If everything dies out, then there's no. Well, I think maybe new singular organisms can form. So I would say as long as the conditions for life continue, life can emerge anew. Because life came from non-life, because amino acids and carbohydrates can form naturally and combine naturally to form DNA in the end, which is how the first organisms came to be. They split. I would just answer, they split. Those and some questions are so funny. That how advanced was Neanderthal technology? I don't know. I think they just lived in caves and painted on walls and had some form of language, and I remember that they were very loud. What skin color is scientifically the best to live with? Please don't take it the wrong way. It's about practicality and human evolution. It depends on the climate. The dark skin is better suited for living in the tropics, while dark skin isn't necessary for temperate zones and polar regions, which is why the people in these zones are lighter in skin color. If this program just had text to speech, I wouldn't have to write anything down. Why did we de-develop fur and now only have long hair in certain areas? Fur was a problem in hot desert climate, since the heat couldn't dissipate well enough, and panting would probably, well, panting would be impeding communication, because Homo ergaster was the first that started to travel towards Asia and Europe, and they were said to had no fur anymore, so they could sweat and could get rid of the excess heat more easily, and therefore survive a trip through the Sahara much better. It makes much more efficient for getting rid of excessive heat. Also, the hair on the head protected us from the sun, so you don't get sun, I don't know. Untäd. Not us, them. Oh yes, are we safe from asteroids in 2100? How are we supposed to know that? Predictions, bro. People shouldn't ask for predictions. We are not in the Harry Potter universe. Which reptile mostly closest resembles mammals? Dimetrodon? I don't know how. I think Dimetrodon was before the first mammals. But I'm not sure. Where can I watch a documentary on human evolution? The internet. YouTube. Oh man, dude. Did we come from nothing, or has something always been here? Only religious people claim that we came from nothing. Since matter and energy can't be created nor destroyed, there had to be always something. I mean, yeah. They say the Big Bang was a singularity at the beginning. However, I'm not sure if that is possible, to be infinitely small. I mean, all that material, I mean, for atomic particles to form quarks and gluons and bosons and leptons need to form before and then connect in order to form protons and neutrons and electrons. And no, the electrons were separate, and so that they could come together to form atomic cores together with the electrons, which forms atomic atoms, and they combine each other to form molecules, and there you have your matter. No, you don't have your matter. The other things are matter. You have your stuff, gas, in the beginning. So, did we come from nothing? So yeah. What should I do? This one? What does an evolved species look like? Bro, these questions. Look in the mirror, for example. Look at your cat. Melanesian people, a direct descendant of the... What are Melanesian people? What types of animals are... I just tried birds. That's all. One word. I mean, bro, you could have googled this. Just google it. Okay. What is Aristotle's Hillamerk? I don't know. How do you import the font to Procreate? I don't know. I used Procreate during my training. Is it possible to make a pig naturally grow feathers instead of hairs using genetic editing mode? Actually, that's something the Freedom Form Foundation tries to figure out. and they say that all parts to form feathers are already in our skin and or have it's all there already. It only the right parts need to be activated, and let's find out if they are actually succeeding and we are having humans walking around with feathers in 50 years or something. Really interesting. Is it possible to genuinely engineer an animal's instincts, like removing a bird's flying instinct? I would say that you could do selective breeding. Let's go over here. Do it is to cultivate some form of spirituality. I don't even know what spirituality means. Are an atheist afraid of the religion saying your gimme burn in hell? What's that? You're gonna burn in hell, probably. You gimme burn. Why can atheists just accept the fact? Now let's see what the fact is. There's a living God up there that sees everything they do. Interesting. A fact that a living God is up there that sees everything they do. Yeah, you wish. It's time for some theist destruction. How do you demonstrate that claim to be where does he live? What's his address and why has no one filmed him yet? Rang his doorbell for an interview. Why can't, I am using his phrasing, theists just do that? Logic is just destroying them. Some more accepting. Ever noticed Christian churches have tons and tons of money and beautiful places to worship, but not atheists? I also already answered that question. It's because we are not collecting money from atheists. We are just minding our own business and not showing off like the Christians did in the Middle Ages, where they said, yeah, you can buy your way out of hell now. Give us your money. And yes, oh cool, I'm buying myself a gold chair. Yeah, okay, I would say that's it, and I will end my stream there. I wonder if there are people still here. 2 are watching. 2 only. Well, I hope you enjoyed my demonstration of intelligence. I need to eat now and then do something else and do the jaw. And yeah, I mean, it's weekend. Why am I working?